Okay, so do we want a recap?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Let's change to this one. Okay, so last week, during last session, you guys had just come out of the kobold cave and had finished a long rest. When you woke up, you headed to the main road that was pointed out to you by the hunters that you came across. Following this road, you did come across some sort of wagon with a bunch of ore in the back, who said that they were going to a place called Ore Keep. You guys kind of spoke with them for a while before walking up the road a little bit, and then deciding, taking a little while to decide whether you want to follow them or not, before finally deciding you... I can't remember if you did or not. You started to follow them and then got caught. So you guys went back to the road and just continued up the way until you came across a shop. It was Human's Elements, and he was selling kind of different powders that had different elemental effects, so lightning, fire, so on. And Zilly kind of broke his windows and was causing a bit of havoc there, which is where you guys found out that there were bandits that also destroyed his windows. And he said that they came from Ore Keep. So you guys went to Ore Keep. He pointed out the general direction of it, and you guys were able to come across it, where the rest of you hid pretty well, hid within the trees, but Warren was too busy collecting rocks, so he just strolled right on in, where he suddenly got stopped, and they tried to take his sword, but they did take his gold before they would let you guys go. You guys contemplated for a while on what to do next, but in the end you decided to leave it and head off. So you went back to the shop. I think only Rose went in just to kind of have a look around, and Zilly, as a horse, tried to jump through the window. Where's my pen? After that, you went continuing up the road until you came to the main city, which is where we are now. You didn't get the name of the city, I don't believe. If anyone has it, feel free to correct me. But after a while of wandering, they kind of stopped you at the gate, saying you needed an ID, but because you didn't have one, they let you through this once, but you needed to get an ID while you were within the city. They also seemed pretty panicked when you mentioned the Watchers, and kind of shooed you guys away as soon as you mentioned them. Which, after a little while, you guys wandering through the streets, you came across a hot dog stand, where Doug Ketch was selling hot dogs, and you guys helped him come up with a bunch of, well, Warren and a couple others of you helped him come up with a bunch of new ideas, and Warren got 10 gold and hot dogs for life. Yeah. What was that? So after, doing that for a bit, you guys continued on. Zilly caused some more chaos, obviously. And you guys eventually came to this market. I don't think there's anywhere in between. And after coming to this market, you kind of strolling around for a bit. You bought Tormek, you bought a new bow, I believe, and Rose spoke to someone, but in the masses of everyone, her purse was stolen, so she lost all of her money. and you guys were unable to find who had it. And the one person that you thought had it, you tortured pretty much in the middle of the street. Warren, you saw Zilly in this kind of grassy opening, so you decided to sneak up on her and make her jump, which caused her to quickly turn into a cat and kind of hide under a table. And that brings her. Zilly, you hissed and scratched a child. Child ran away. And Revis, I think you've just walked up to this situation. So that brings us to where we are now.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe we all kind of walked and met up at the end of the session, roughly.
We might have. I'm not too sure. If you guys want to say you did, you can. I don't mind.
To be honest, I don't remember what I did. Wasn't I talking to the smithy?
You had already spoken to him. You'd gotten your thing from him.
Arrows.
I think we might have done, because I was originally down here just after we dealt with the steely people. So,
I'll move everyone up. It's fine.
Yeah.
Wasn't I after more arrows? Because
you did the thief thing. You had finished speaking to the smithy, and you had gone after the thief because Rose had said she'd lost her money.
Oh, right. I could do with some more arrows.
That is. See, I click on calm, and that's one of the ones that comes up. What's everyone doing?
Do you want to get some arrows whilst we wait for you?
This was a good thing. Yeah, I can. Can I go grab some more arrows? Who do I go to, and where is it? This guy here, isn't it?
That's the guy that sold you the bow.
Will they have arrows?
Most likely.
You can go ask.
I'll go ask them.
As you approach, it seems like they've started to pack away. A few of their items have already been kind of packed away, but you can see that they've still got a lot of stock out. It seems like they might be moving stuff around, or they could be packing away to leave. You're not too sure.
Yeah. Excuse me. Do you have bundles of arrows that I can buy? I'm a bit low.
The human there quickly turns around and looks at you and says, we should do. We sell them in, obviously in bundles, so you can't buy them separately, I'm afraid.
Yes. Do I ask for bundles?
Okay. Well, we sell 10 hour. We sell 10 arrows for gold. For gold.
I will take 4 bundles then, please.
All right, that's 4 gold, please.
Can we hand him 4 gold?
All right, here you go. And he pulls out a few bundles of arrows and just passes them to you.
Superb. Thank you very much. I'll go back and join the group. Thanks, guys.
Okay. It seems in this area you are, it's a bit more kind of recreation. There's no Q in that word. And as there's sort of targets with some bows. There's a couple tents around that have like obscure signs outside. One of them looks to be a fortune seller. One of them looks to just be like a clown hut. And then the last one seems to be selling snacks of some sort. And there's a person stood next to the arrow things over here. If I can find a... Oh. I'll give him a second to come back. If it
might be an idea for those of us that have used our water to refill.
Oh yes, there is a well in the middle.
It's PC crashed.
Oh, did it?
And he's back.
Hello.
Yep, back.
Yeah, good one.
How much of the last part did you catch?
Something about Tormik was going to go away and get arrows.
Okay. So Tormik got the arrows. This what I had just said is this area that you're in seems to be mostly like different activities and whatnot. One of the tents is a fortune seller. There's a clown tent, snacks tent, as well as some bows and targets over here where the person stood next to him.
Okay.
All right.
Yep, dice roll's working. All good.
So this is clowns. This is this is fortunes. Sorry, this is clowns. This is snacks.
Cool. Are we heading off to get our IDs?
It's up to you guys what you do.
This is a question for the rest of the party. So
Yeah.
I'll wait when they decide to respond.
Sorry, what did you ask?
Are we heading off to get our IDs?
Yes.
Yes.
I think we should, yeah.
If you might want to fill up your water skin if you've not got any water.
How the hell
Whilst there's a few wells about.
I boiled the water with Rose last time, so my water skin's full.
Oh, you got some from the stream, didn't you?
Yep. Yeah, and we boiled it up. So I'm good.
Yes, let's go find this town hall.
Where is Zilly?
Around.
She's off again, is she?
Well, she's in cat form, so she could probably be in the trash eating rats.
Have you entered that tent, Zilly?
Yes, I kind of snuck him through the sides as stealthily as possible as a cat.
At the table, you see somebody kind of just with their head down on a table and their arms just kind of like by their sides, almost like they're asleep.
Can I try and sit on their lap under the table?
Just sit on their head.
What's your passive investigation?
Is a cat or is a...
It should be the same because
Yeah.
in wild shape you would retain your intellect, wisdom, and charisma.
Nice, then it is 4. Passive perception, yeah, 14.
14?
I thought it was investigation you asked for.
Yeah, investigation. Yeah.
Sorry. Investigation's 11, sorry.
Oh,
My brain did that.
that's not enough then. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, you can try and sit on their lap.
Yeah, I go to sit on their lap.
It's not very warm or comfortable, and the person sitting there doesn't even seem to react at all.
I start kneading their knees with my claws, like a cat would, for attention.
Yeah, they don't react at all.
I yell loudly, standing on my hind feet with my front paws on their face, yowling in their ears.
Front paws where, sorry?
Like one on each cheek.
They're like lying face down, like their face is down on the desk.
And I start kneading their hair with my claws, see if that wakes them up.
No, it does not.
I start yowling loudly, like loud cat yells. Like, you know when a cat uses the top of their lungs just to annoy you?
Being on the table, as I'm assuming you've gotten up to now,
Yeah.
you do notice that there's, they look kind of grey and shriveled.
Yeah, I'm yelling to see if other people will hear me yell and see if they'll come and tell me that this person is just taking a very deep nap.
I don't think anyone is close enough. I don't know where everyone's wandered off to. I've lost everyone's tokens.
We've headed up to the top left to head towards the town hall, because I think that's where it was.
Top left?
Or is it was it top left?
Yeah.
And then we had to go either up or further left or something. I can't remember which, but yeah. But Revis remembers. I've forgotten, but Revis remembers.
Okay, I have no idea where my friends are. Is there anyone nearby that I will be able to get and let know that this person might perhaps not be okay?
No. Everyone seems pretty preoccupied, doing their own thing, wandering around, having fun.
I go into the clown tent.
Okay. Give me just a second.
Shall I go wander looking for Zilly? See what she got up to?
I mean, do we even notice that she's left? Not here?
Well, I did ask before we left, where is Zilly?
Oh my god, you had to, yep, of course.
I'll go wander Zilly, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Go another wander, find Zilly. And trace my steps back to where we were.
So you can search for Zilly if you want. Tormek, if you roll me investigation to see if you can try to figure out where she went. This isn't looping very well. 1 second.
That's a bad loop.
Okay.
That's bad.
Alright.
I'm going to call out Zilly, where are you? Not being able to find her very well. Not within 11.
Yeah, so, Zilly. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was just gonna ask if I could hear Tormek from outside or if I could see any clowns. Sorry.
As soon as you enter into the clown tent, a sudden burst of noise assaults you as you see a few clowns are up on like a stand and are playing weird instruments. And not only are they weird instruments, they're playing them weirdly. So they're playing them with one of them's playing them by just like jumping on it. Another one's playing it by kind of swinging it around. It's not traditional ways you'd play instruments. And there's one that's also kind of like just running around in circles being chased by a lion.
Lovely.
And there's a few people in there. A couple kids and stuff.
Of the noise, and I'm gonna run up to the first clown I see, probably the one with the lion.
He's too busy running from a lion. He kind of like glances at you, and You just see pure panic in his eyes. This doesn't seem planned, but they're going with it by the looks of it.
Okay, I'm a mind speak to all of the clowns, one at a time, I don't care what order. Hey, the lady opposite in the opposite tent, the one with the future stuff, is kinda grey and not reacting to anything. I think she might not be... I think she's perma-sleeping.
They're all kind of like glancing around for a little bit, still kind of playing their instruments, and then they look to the audience and just keep going like nothing happened.
Cats, look me! And I start dancing on 2 hind feet to get their attention.
Could you roll me performance, please?
As a cat, or...
Yeah, as a cat.
Okay, performance is charisma?
Yeah, but don't forget, you still get to use the same charisma value
Oh,
as
okay.
yourself.
So yeah,
Oh, yay.
your own.
Okay. I won't be as terrible then. I don't have a -3. That's good. I dance as a cat.
You kind of like jump up on your hind legs and are kind of like jumping around, and as you do this, everybody in the crowd just starts clapping and laughing and pointing at you.
I hiss at them and storm out of there.
Torvik, you do manage to kind of retrace your steps back to where you guys were before, the recreation yard, just as you see a very grumpy looking cat kind of storming out of the circus tent.
I shout, Zilly, is that you?
I run up to him, put my teeth gently around his trouser leg and try and drag him towards his tent. Or not drag him, I can't drag him as a cat, but kind of pull his trouser leg in the direction I want him to go.
I kind of sort of shake my leg and, what are you doing, Zilly? What is it? What are you doing?
I run over to this tent.
And I follow, chasing after you, trying to catch you. And I go into the tent.
Okay. On the table in front of you, what's your passive investigation?
13.
That's enough. Okay. On the table just in front of you, you see a very dead person.
Really?
Yeah. They're lying down, face down, arms are kind of hanging by their sides, and they're kind of very kind of grey, and it seems that all like blood and anything has all blood and colour has been just pulled from them, pretty much.
I look at Zilly. Zilly, was this you?
Zilly, sitting on top of the body, shakes her head vigorously as a cat.
Can I investigate it to see what's maybe the cause of this person's death?
You can do.
Oof.
Sorry, 1 second, I'm just replying to a message. You kind of like go to touch this person, but like you're really hesitant. Like you go to touch and then quickly pull back, and then go to touch again and quickly pull back. But as you kind of slowly lift up their hair, you can see that they have a head.
Yes, this body is full of body.
Is there anything on the table around? Or any notes or any letters? Anything that might be give a hint to who this person is? And...
there is a singular card lying on the desk.
Can I read it?
It seems to be some sort of you can't really tell what it is, but it is what are they called? I think they're no, not a business card. Tarot card, and it just says in writing it says death.
I'm gonna leave that well alone.
Seems pretty clear cut to me.
Yes. I'm gonna walk out of the tent and shout for some help.
Nah, rob them and leave.
What's crossing my mind? No, I'm gonna call for help, but I need help here. There's a woman dead. Outside.
The guy at the...
Did we establish that?
There's a woman, wasn't it?
I didn't establish that. I just said they had long hair.
I established it was a woman from that. Is it a man or a woman? Do I have to do another check?
You can't really tell.
Pants off.
I gently touch her chest. Is it a man or a woman?
I'm just going to shout as a person dead in here. Can I get some help? Something's happened.
The person at the archery contest kind of looks at you before slowly walking over. And he says, "Stop making such a racket. He's scaring off me customers."
This person is dead in here. Surely you must have some doctors or something to come and take it away? Or...
Sure they do. People say that all the time. Don't know why anyone goes in there, to be honest. Whole lot of malarkey, in my opinion.
But the person's dead. Does nobody come and collect the body?
There's been like 15 people that have said that to me. I'm almost certain you're all trying to play a prank on me. Probably all part of the same group.
I'm going to grab him by the hand and try and drag him into the tent to show him who dead she is.
Hey, let go! He's just going to like punch you in the face. Or try to, anyway. That's a 13.
Doesn't mean he misses.
So winding up his other fist, he kind of like, you feel like the air breathe past your head as you suddenly start moving forward. If you hadn't taken a step, he would have hit you in the head, but he just misses as he's desperately trying to pull away. Are you still trying to pull him?
No, I'll just leave him go. I'll go in and go into the tent and pick up Zilly and walk away.
Okay.
I might have a little look around the tent.
Tear off some hairs off her head before she's dragged away. Like as she's dragged away, she grips onto the hair on the head as she's dragged away.
Before I take Zilly, can I search around the tent inside for anything?
You could.
Use?
You could roll another. You could roll a perception check.
Okay.
It's a tent. Certainly a tent with a dead person in it.
I take the tent.
There's not really much there. I'm going to pick up Zilly carefully and sort of carry her a bit like a baby partly over my shoulder and bring her off with me.
Okay, Zilly, do you do anything, or are you just gonna let him carry you over his shoulder?
Try and drag some of the hair out as I go. Then yeah, I'll just let him drag me out like a cat sack.
Roll me just straight dex.
Dex. Okay. Just trying to pull some hair out, just 2 or 3 pieces.
As Tormund kind of grabs you, you quickly try and grab some of the hair, but he's already pulled you pretty much to the entrance of the tent before you even manage to react.
And I start meowing and trying to get back to the body before we go.
I just go, no, come on, and I'll just sort of pat her on the head and keep hold of her and drag her off.
I hiss and pull the famous cat grumpy face. No one does a grumpy face like a cat.
Alright.
Just go off and look at others.
So you guys were just waiting at that intersection, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, Tormek said that he's going to go and get Zilly and he'll be right back. So,
Okay.
unless there's anything you want to talk about, Warren.
No, I think we've spoken enough. Trying to see my penal.
I like your shoes.
Yeah, I bet you do. You don't have them. They're not for sale.
They're a bit small, considering how tall you are.
Tell a lot about a person by their shoes.
You're like 2 inches bigger than me. What are you talking about?
The what?
Who? What? Who?
Anyway, so after that conversation, Tormek comes.
I will say, what is both of your passive perceptions? That's a 12.
Passive perception 12. Not very perceptive.
Any of you kind of like looking around? Are you looking around as you stood there, or you literally just stood there, kind of idly, just you know?
Looking around.
I think Revis probably would have kind of like moved up to maybe this wall to kind of just like lean against it. But yeah, they're not really paying huge amounts of attention. That's for somebody else to do.
So I pace around. I don't need big crowds.
Roll me. Let's do both of you. Roll me both. Can both of you please roll perception? That's what I'm trying to say.
Is that enough?
It's both of them enough. Warren, you might see slightly more, but both of you see this. You do see that off, kind of through the crowds, by an alley up top. You see a bloke kind of just sitting in the alley. He's got like a hood and like a mask on his face, kind of covering most of his face, and he appears to be looking towards you guys. But just as you guys notice him, he walks off, and Warren, as he's walking off, you see the logo for the Watchers.
Oh, you see that, Revis?
Yeah, sort of man staring at us. What a bit.
He had the same logo those other guys had that tried to steal my sword. Watchers.
Well, I mean, they are called the Watchers, so it makes sense that they'd be watching us.
It's why us? Maybe because we're new.
Uh,
I definitely have all my things zipped up, so it could have been anything but that.
I'm assuming it's because of you, because you wandered into their camp like an ass.
No, I didn't. I was looking for rocks. I didn't even know their camp was there.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they're watching us because we're the two people that they engaged with the most.
Maybe.
Perhaps they're unsure of us because we are new.
I mean, I assume we're quite different to most of the crowd.
Are we? That's
No.
a good question.
You guys actually blend in pretty well. The crowd is very diverse. There's lots of different races, all mingling with each
Yeah,
other.
of course. That makes it even weirder that they were staring at us.
I mean, you could always go and ask him.
Nah. He's got nothing. It's not giving me any reason to be suspicious just yet. Not suspicious. Curious. Maybe? I don't know.
Well, we'll let the rest of the group know when they get back. Just something I guess we'll have to be aware of going forwards.
Yeah.
As long as they're watching.
Well, they might be involved in stealing too.
No, I think we operate under a looky no touchy principle.
Are you sure you operate under that?
Most definitely.
It depends. If it's a magical artifact, then I am definitely touching it. It got quiet very quickly. That was awkward.
Yeah, my bottles just suddenly stopped working for some reason.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't really have anything to add. So yeah.
I thought
Again,
this
you're
would
talking
stop
about
working.
magic to Revis. It's kind of like magic stuff, yeah.
As soon as I say the word magic, your eyes immediately glaze over.
I swap places with my shadow just to move slightly further away. You can have a chat with my shadow about
After a little while of just like idly chatting, Tormik, you show up and you both see that he's carrying a cat.
Ah, you found her.
Yeah. She was playing with some dead woman in a tent.
How many body parts did she take this time?
I don't think
all
she
that
got
surprising.
I'm a bit concerned that this person was just laying in their tent dead and nobody really cared.
I mean, it's a city.
I'm just worried this is going to come back to bite us. Especially as
Why,
I'm
did you
not
kill her?
really-
I mean, did you touch the body?
Did Zilly kill her?
Well, I examined to see if it was actually dead. But, I don't think Zilly killed her. She was pretty dead by the time I got there. She's been dead a while.
Zilly, did you kill her?
Zilly glares at Rebus and shakes her head slowly.
I mean, I don't really see how it can go back to bite us, but I don't know. Could be an intense situation. Ha ha ha.
Well, we won't canvass that much.
Everyone has very
Terrible
slightly been rotated.
It's just
Shall we make our way to the town hall then before it gets too late?
There we go.
If they're a
Yes.
government office, they might close at lunch. So.
Aye, we should definitely get to that town hall, get our IDs.
so you're going to want to change back. Silly, for your ID, you can't be your cat all the time.
Meow.
I bet.
I guess we head off that way then, shall we guys? Get this sorted.
Oh, does anyone remember which way it was?
I thought it was to the left, but I mean, we were just. I'm sure we were pretty recently told the directions, weren't we?
I mean, probably.
Well, it was back when Tormik bought his bow, so
Yeah,
it
but that
depends.
was like
Depends
what,
how good your character's memories
20,
are.
30 minutes ago. That's a valid point. No, that's a valid point. Yeah, because I vaguely remember asking somebody which way it was. I can't remember, but it was either the bow. I think it was the bow person or possibly the smith. I can't remember which one, but I don't know. Do I remember which way to go?
I suspect you probably would. It wasn't that long ago.
Okay.
They said you need to go north for a mile, and then you need to go left for. You need to just go straight left, and it should take you about 30 minutes.
Cool.
So 45 minutes total.
Thank you. Kind DM. Yeah. So all right, then I'll head off in that direction.
Okay.
Off we go.
Off to see the office of IDs. Okay. Where's my map?
Pay no attention to the man behind the counter.
You do not recognise the bodies in the wall.
Now you guys might recognise this map, but this is the actual use of it now, so... You get access to the full map this time. You don't have those with you. Hang on, sorry. Let me,
Hello? There's a character that... Who's that?
No clue. If people want to place their characters... if you need to.
Oh, excuse me.
Kill.
Alright. Have you actually, hang on. Let me do something for you. This one. Hang on, sorry, I'm just going to quickly do something. How did I do this again? Sorry.
I wonder if we can find some more biscuits.
Zilly.
Very,
Try placing... Oh. Why is there so many cats on that one spot? What the hell? Could you place your token again? Your cat token.
Trying. Computer, stop. A second. Doing all threes. Ooh, mini kitty.
There we go. Should do that automatically now. Alright. As you guys enter into this town hall, from the... Well, actually, sorry. Let's start from outside. I don't have an outside map for this one. But I'll put you guys back near the entrance. So, as you guys are walking along, you see a pretty big... it looks almost like a manor. But outside, it does say City Hall. In big words, City Hall. And as you are walking along, slowly the kind of roads you are walking along do appear to become a bit more well kept, or maybe just not trodden on as much. Who could tell, really? And as you see this place, it has a grand sort of garden in front of it. There's a fountain you have to walk around to get to the door, and then bushes and flowers and stuff. And there seems to be this, you know, a big source of greenery so far.
I think Revis is going to be walking along a little bit happier now because he's away from like the crowds and the center area, which was just too many people, really. But he's going to walk up to the door and knock on it.
Why?
I'm not going to bother knocking and just walk straight in like I did last time.
Okay, hang on. So as you guys are walking along, Zilly kind of jumps up on the side of the fountain and then kind of just jumps into the fountain. And now you're a very wet cat, Zilly, which I don't think you're going to be happy with because you are a cat.
I shake it off after we get indoors, so we'll be fine.
Okay. Well, okay. So I guess you get out of the fountain again, or you just gonna chill there for a bit?
I chilled enough for my fur to get completely soaked, and then I go inside.
So anyone that's watching, the cat just kind of like floats in the water for a bit before getting out, and like completely soaked, head to toe. just leaving a big trail of water as she walks along. Starts trotting towards the front door. Or walking, not trotting. Yeah. Does everyone go in?
Yeah, I think so.
1 second. Okay, so sorry, I'm just note taking. Okay. As you guys enter through the front doors, you notice that this first area is sort of tiled with a kind of rug in the front, as well as a few shelves for where there's a few shoes that have been kind of put in, and then kind of sort of coat hooks, I guess would be the best way to describe it. The shoe racks and coat hooks are in this next room, by the way, where Ron is. There's a couple drawers and stuff by this entrance, but they don't really seem to have anything on them. Just like a vase and flowers and stuff. This door is closed up here.
As I walk in, I'm going to call out, "Hello, is anyone there? Hello?"
You can hear as you guys entered. There is talking, but it's kind of very quiet, and there does not appear to be a lot of it at all. Like almost library quiet, where you can hear people, you can't make out what they're saying.
Looking around, is there like I appreciate this door's closed, but looking around in the first two areas, is there any kind of impression of like a countertop or any kind of indication of somewhere for you to like ding for service or anything like that, or does it just look like cloakroom?
It looks mostly like a cloakroom. However, there is a small ledger on this table, which upon closer inspection looks to be some sort of visitor book.
Revis, can I read the last couple of entries from the book?
Yeah.
Just to be an insane pain in the ass.
Okay, so do you want to start from I will list them in order from
Just say
oldest
the
to newest.
last three. Just the last three.
So-
Whatever the last three entries were.
There's one that there's no times on them. It is literally just names.
Okay.
So one of them, the first one is Hilk-Via. So that's Hilk space V.
Okay.
There's one that's Chapstain.
Excellent.
Chapstick.
And there's another that literally just says Mare.
Okay. Cool.
There you go.
Super. Thank you.
Oh. I'm gonna write in the book.
Okay. What do you write?
I write this.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Um,
Roll me an investigation, please, Warren, as you write that. You notice that kind of right at the top of this page is another entry that says exactly the same thing. That also says Dees.
And someone beat me to it. Alright. I haven't written it anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock at the next door.
As you knock at it, it kind of like slightly opens. It appears to be unlocked, and you could just like kind of push through.
Okay, yeah, I do that.
Upon entering, to the left, you see that there's like an elf, kind of looks to be actually quite an old elf. They're kind of grey hair. They've got a big grey beard. Maybe a half elf. I think elves can't grow beards. I'm not sure, but they kind of appear to be asleep. They've got like an open book on their lap, and their head is just tilted back with their mouth wide open, and they're making loud snoring sounds.
You kept cutting in and out for me.
Was that on the
This one.
left? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Revis, what were you going to say?
No, go on. You go for it.
I was going to say, I was going to poke Zilly and go, look, toy.
The beard is just attached by one string.
And I thought she might have a bit of fun playing with somebody who's asleep.
Lily goes in and jumps on their lap.
As you do, you kind of make them jump as they quickly kind of like fling their arms up. In the process, they kind of hit you. Could you roll me acrobatics, please? Oh. Well, that's
Are you
the first
hiding your
nat.
rolls? I'm not seeing them.
I'm not seeing them either.
I
The
don't see them
cat-
anywhere.
The cat is hidden because it's creature roll.
Okay.
It gets auto whispered to DM. And mine I did hide. I probably don't need to actually, but
Tormek just bursts out laughing with what's going on.
it's the first nat 20 of the session as he suddenly whips up and kind of flings the book up in the at the same time as he suddenly gasps, and Zilly just goes flying across the room. So she was here, but she suddenly ends up like almost landing into you guys as she flies off.
Silly runs away from him hissing and hides behind Rufus's shadow.
He's kind of like breathing, kind of like hyperventilating for a second. For a
Tormek's
second.
just wetting himself laughing. He's just absolutely just killing himself because it's so funny.
And he suddenly, like after a while, he just glares at you guys before standing up and kind of walking forward a bit, and then just turning this chair slightly so its back is facing you guys and sitting down again.
Well, since you're up, which way is it to get these IDs?
Hey! Doesn't really say anything. He just kind of makes a noise at you.
I asked you a question.
He kind of like sticks up slightly.
I'm gonna stand in front of him and peer down and look into his face and ask one more time. Where do we get our IDs? Looking at him, can I see that there's something wrong?
What mean investigation? Okay, with a 20, you can see that his face is kind of slightly deformed, and he appears to be missing quite a bit of his tongue as well.
Ugh, you're useless. And I go on and try and find somewhere else.
And he starts like, yeah.
While Revis is doing that, I'm going to wander up to this gentleman, the person sitting here in this chair, and ask him the same question.
So this person here, as you look at them, they appear to be a human. A bit of a younger one, as he's kind of sitting there, maybe about 23, if you had to guess. And he's sitting there. It appears to be drawing or something. So he's got like a book and yeah.
I just say, excuse me, sir. Can you tell me where I applied for my identification?
Identification. Well, if you have to know, from the entrance, just follow up the hall, and you should come across the main office. And would you please move? You are in my way. I was drawing if you couldn't see.
I did see, and I needed to ask you a question. I will leave you in peace. I'm sorry to disturb you.
You should be.
He walks away.
Okay.
Come on, guys, it's up here, apparently. And I'm just going to walk up
I've
the
already
aisle.
wandered off, and I'm just poking through this bookshelf in this random room I just wandered into.
It appears that this may
where are
be the
you?
place to apply.
I'll stay with you, Tormek.
I'll give the door a knock.
Okay, before we do we will go to Vaughn and do his bookshelf. Is there anything specific you're looking for, or are you just looking?
I'm just looking.
As you enter this room, it appears to be a bit like a private study. There's quite intricately designed stuff with a nice design on the couch as well, and a few belongings sort of around. Looking at the bookshelf, you notice 3 books that kind of stand out to you. Okay. One of them is Elven Engravings. One of them is called and then the last one is called
What was the second one? Sorry.
the second one was Grave Glare.
Grave Glare.
Yeah. And the third one is simply called Silver.
I want to examine all of them to get a general idea of what they're about.
Okay. The Elven Engravings book appears to be, just as its title describes, it appears to be all about Elven Engravings.
Yeah, I thought so. Not interested in that one. I know Elvish.
Hang on. I'm not the fastest writer.
Yeah, that's fine.
The second one, Grave Glare, appears to be some sort of mystery novel to do with necromancy.
It looks like a fiction book, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, not interested in that one either. What's the silver one about?
This silver one appears to be the art of forging silver.
I'm gonna pocket that one. Straight into my cargo pants, that one goes.
Okay. Anything else?
Excuse me. No. If there's no other books that are interesting, then I'm not bothered.
Okay. Will you leave the swim and meet the others, or are you doing anything else in the swim?
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna have a quick look around, see if there's anything else of interest.
There appears to be some clothes on the couch that have kind of just been like slung over, as well as like a bag. And you can hear kind of actually, what's your passive? I think it's 13, isn't it? Yeah. Never mind.
Perception's 13, yeah.
Yeah, you don't hear anything. That's fine.
I'm just gonna leisurely stroll on out then.
Okay.
And then just meet up with the others.
Okay. Just as you leave, you see Warren. Warren. You see Tormik and Revis heading towards a door.
Hey guys.
What have you been up to?
Don't worry about it.
Now I'm gonna worry about it.
Nah. Did you find where we get these IDs then?
Here, I believe.
And you knocked, didn't you, Tormik?
I did not. Yep.
You hear a voice call from within. 1 second, just finishing up. And you hear kind of like some papers ruffling and some noises. Before he finally says, "Right, here you go. Here's your ID. Stay safe now." You hear kind of like a I guess the best way to describe it is like a click back, as you hear something jump down and start walking towards the door. And the door opens, and a little kobold has opened it, and it's just like looking up at you, before saying, "Excuse."
I stepped to one side so he could get past.
Yeah, and then he proceeds to walk past.
Huh. So you thought my kobolds can be civilized?
Do I recognise this cobalt at all?
You can roll a history to see if you recognise him. He looks similar kind of head shape to the ones that you met in the cave. However, you haven't seen this specific one.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, keeps walking along.
I was basically just interested if it was Kick or not.
As
Okay.
he walks out, I walk in and just explain while I'm there. Good day, sir. We've come to apply for our IDs.
You all together. Sorry.
Yes, we're all together.
What? Is that cat with you? I would ask you take it out of here. It is soaking wet.
That's not a cat.
It is still soaking wet, so unless you have a way to clean my carpet, it has to leave.
Silly sits down and starts washing herself, like cat grooming.
He looks just like, as he's looking at you, he looks disgusted and annoyed that you've kind of ruined his carpet and soaked everything.
Silly's purring.
This isn't a good start, I'll tell you that.
I'm sorry. She's it's a bit unpredictable. I'm afraid. This one of our companions. Let me go and dry her off, and I'm going to scoop her up. Soak her wet.
Well, doesn't she need an ID too?
Well, she does, but she needs to send back into her normal self.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to scoop her up, and I'm going to go wander out so I can find a bathroom.
Silly's gonna try and avoid being scooped up.
Okay, Tormek, roll either athletics or acrobatics. Zilly, I need you to roll acrobatics. Okay. Okay. Zilly, just as you realise Torek has moved towards you, you're suddenly up in the air and he's grabbed you before you could even react. Like, you just notice him moving as you suddenly get lifted up. He kind of like just teleported in front of you.
Yeah.
As I go past, I sort of say to Warren, did you find a bathroom anywhere?
No.
I'm going to walk out and I'm just going to take a left turn, which would be this one.
Should be this way.
And I'm just going to
Or this way. Left from our point of view or left from your character's point of view?
left from my character's point of view.
So, right, so this way. Okay.
I'm not going to poke my head in this door here if it's open.
That door is closed, and as you try and open it, it is also locked.
And that goes over and march back the other way. And look down there.
This door is actually open because Warren didn't close it.
I'll walk in and have a look around and see is this the door.
So yours is also 13. You see like some kind of you see clothes hanging on the like armchair with a bag and stuff as well, and there's another closed door here.
I'll quickly scoot across and see if the door is open.
The door is unlocked, but it's not open.
And I walk through the door, and I'll grab some towels from inside and come back and dry off Zilly.
As you open the door, there's kind of a shrill scream from someone to your left, and if you look that way, you see someone that's just quickly kind of grabbed a towel and is covering themselves. It seems to be sort of like a noble-looking elf. She says, How did you get in here? The door should have been locked."
He's muted.
You're muted, Tormek.
So I just excuse me, and I grab a dry towel and rush out.
Okay. So you just grab like a random towel off the counter and then run out again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I do shut the door behind me as well.
You hear kind of like like a couple thumps, and then you hear a click at the door as it sounds like the door's been locked. And yeah, you have a dry towel now.
And I dry Zilly off as best I can. So that's one shower.
Okay. So Zilly, you're kind of getting dried the best Tormik can with a kind of sort of like a silk towel type thing. Very high class sort of towel. Yeah.
Seriously?
What?
I've never had this. I just opened a can and it just didn't open.
What, the
And the
tab
thing
just
just
broke
kept-
off?
Well, I opened it slightly and then broke off. Yeah. How the hell am I supposed to open this now?
Shotgun?
Nice.
Thumb?
Yeah, I got a knife, but I'm gonna end up stabbing myself.
Spoon.
Has it been opened at all, or is it completely sealed?
No, it's open slightly, but like you know where.
Oh,
the
you can
tab
use the
actually-
just use the back of a spoon, and then you can just leverage it, or just use your finger.
That's good. No, actually, no. That's like a quick way to get my hand sliced open. Oh, I've got a screwdriver here.
Oh, I've got another message.
It doesn't have that. It's carbonated.
Okay. Do you guys mind if we take 5? While
Yeah, sure. No worries.
Rose is just getting herself sorted, and I just need to toilet.
Give me a minute to rest on with this can.
Yeah. Don't cut yourself open, because then we'll have to take 5 more. I'll be right back.
I would never trust myself with sharp objects. Put myself bowling once.
Well, speaking of someone that sliced through their finger just recently by going through the fingernail with a bread knife, I don't worry about it too much.
Wait, did you just say you cut through your finger through the fingernail with a bread knife?
Yeah, I was trying to cut some French bread, and I slipped, and so I ended up slicing through the fingernail into the finger.
Oh my god, how did you do that? That's like... Oh my... I've never... Once I cut a tiny bit into my flesh because the knife slipped on a really annoying onion. But other than that, I've never cut my... Yeah, how'd you get through the nail? How much force were you using? You know,
It was a French stick.
Force.
It was a French stick, and it was at the tip of the, like, I was trying to like do little discs, And I wanted to put one into 2 little discs that probably should have just been left as a fat one. So, but yeah, managed to go right through basically the center. So it's going to take a while for that to actually grow out as well.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah.
so good.
You haven't done permanent damage to your nail.
My nails are screwed anyway. I don't have cuticles.
Yeah?
Yeah. So,
Really?
yeah.
Sorry, what?
My nails don't have cuticles.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We're talking about hand care.
How do your
Hand-
nails not have cuticles?
Because they don't.
He ate them.
Let me well, because they just don't.
Mine barely do.
To be fair, I don't have much of them. Then I don't let my nails grow, so. No, because they go sharp, weird, flat edged. They do.
I like how we're now having a 3-way conversation about this.
No, fucking
Nails
like
are
them.
interesting. When I was a kid, I used to grow mine out and used them to get my brother to bleed from his head. I had to get stitches.
Well, I don't.
all the
My
time.
hands are normally quite clean, so I don't get crap on.
Sorry, what happened to your brothers?
I know you.
I
know you.
They're a nice person, I swear.
Oh, I chopped a good chunk into my thumb with a saw before.
That's
Ouch.
It was a brand new saw, so I wasn't familiar with it. And I
Oh,
just went
yeah.
at something a bit too quick, and that jumped, and instead of a piece of wood, it went across the top of my thumb.
the
Oh,
one thing that you
yeah,
have
that's
in common
not
with
fun.
one thing you have in common with Red. You both have to cut your fingers off.
Yep.
Well, yours is with a wood saw and hers was with a bread knife, so didn't it?
Well, you cut me with a bread knife before, so
To be fair, I stabbed myself in the arm with your
Chisel. Yeah.
carpenter
Yeah,
blades
chisel.
or whatever they were.
I did accidentally once stab in between 2 fingers with a parang.
Ooh, ow.
Ooh, that's not nice. Ouch.
Actually, it wasn't nice because I didn't realize just how floppy the skin is there, and there's just nothing to support it, so it's really hard to get it to heal up because the skin kind of just flops in, and so you literally just have a hole, which is really weird.
I did something similar between my thumb and finger with a vice.
Oh no.
It was because it's at school, the handles, they just, if you have them like straight up, they just drop straight down.
Yeah.
It was just that, just caught my
Oh,
finger.
fucking hell. Yeah, that's yeah, like right in the like the webbing.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Oh,
not fun.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Anyone who works with vices and tools like that, you've done that at least once.
I mean, to be fair, I was like 12, 11, so, and it was at school. I don't even remember how I did it. I think I was just messing around.
Probably.
Sounds
Yeah, honestly.
standard for kids.
That's so long ago, I don't remember.
I always feel like that's a very good mantra if you're a child. It's like, I hurt myself. How did it happen? I was playing.
Yeah.
Any progress on finding the TV remote?
Yeah, that's been found. You're just trying to get on there.
Okay.
Almost there.
Give her a little bit longer then, if everyone's alright with that.
Yeah, no worries, no rush.
That looks good.
That's tonic after eating all the crap on the ship.
got visited by these people.
You owe me one.
No.
Is there a white one?
Oreo and hungry.
Good Oreo.
No.
I hate Oreo. The only thing Oreo is good is probably the Dissaphar.
Together reaches.
It's not the little stuff. Or whatever it is. The little,
The little chocolate.
little Christmas one. Now I'm doing it. How's that? I don't know what chocolate.
My eggs!
I can't even finish the chocolate I got here.
That was piss off, and my eggs!
Well, it's because people keep opening them and then just. I don't know how old that is. Or if
I
they're
opened
like.
it last 2 minutes. If that. Yeah.
No, I couldn't remember if they were already opened them.
No, I opened them. Because you were at work. I think it was the Sunday I opened it.
Oh, I was pro. I thought you ate those things.
No, I told you I didn't have any at all.
Maybe it's listening.
I'm in trouble.
Not really.
I'm pretty sure they're her eggs, though.
Plus she goes to work.
She's just gonna take her with her now.
Yeah.
Your eggs.
I'm
No,
ready.
they might not make it tonight.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Rose.
No, Rose is all set.
Not you.
Okay. Oops. In that case. So, Rose.
Oh, a snack corner.
I'll quickly catch you up. So you guys started in the market. Okay, hang on. I actually have notes. So, yeah, you started in the market. Zilly found a dead fortune teller and went into kind of trying to find someone to alert. She went into the clown tent where there was just a bunch of clowns messing about. And on the way out, she ran into Tormek. Tormek went in, found same dead body. Nobody really seemed to care, and there was a carrot card, not carrot, tarot card.
Tarot.
Tarot card.
Yeah, tarot card on the table that said death. Vivus and Warren, they saw someone from the Watcher watching them from the Watcher group, watching them from an alley, and as soon as they noticed him, he kind of turned around and walked off. They met up and they went to Town Hall for IDs. Zilly jumped into the fountain for some reason. And you ended up here. Elegant place, quite well kept. Lovely garden in the front as well, with a fountain, obviously, because Zilly jumped into it. Zilly made a guy in the room to the left jump, and as a result got flung across the room. And we was trying to ask them a question, but they were deformed and couldn't speak properly. Tormek asked someone in the room on the right, who was quite annoyed at them for interrupting their drawing, and told them the direction to go. Warren kind of went up into this room, looked at some books and then left. And then they all went into the main room after a kobold came out and proceeded to leave. And then Tormek grabbed Zilly to go dry her off, walking into this room and going straight into the bathroom where he interrupted someone having a bath. She kind of screamed slightly as Tormek kind of ran in, grabbed the towel and left before she got up and locked the door. And that brings us to where we are now. So yeah, wherever you think you would be. Probably in this room with everyone else, I would guess.
Alright.
Okay. And
Yep.
there we go. So what's everyone doing?
Yeah, so after I give Zilly a quick rub down and dry her fur off with the towel, make her look like a gremlin, with fuzzy hair.
Oops.
I am going to then walk out and back to the office. And let Zilly come back to one around.
Okay. So you're all grouped up in the office again.
Yep.
Um,
I'm sat down.
after Tormek has come back in, he's kind of been sitting there waiting for you. If any of you others were saying anything, now's the time to say, or doing anything.
I just was. I
Nope,
just start
I'm good.
getting my ID set. That's
Okay. As Tormek re-enters the room with Zilly, he says, "Ah, good, you're all here. Could you please close the door?"
So it goes over and closes the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so, you guys wanted IDs, yes?
Yes, please.
Well, we don't want them so much as need.
Well, yes, of course. You know, when our IDs expire, we got to renew them. So, if you could hand over your expired IDs, that would be great, please.
We don't have IDs.
None at all?
The guard said we have to come here to pick some up.
Right. Do you have any forms of identification at all?
All I have is my insignia from my military days. As you can clearly see, it's the Nurse Brigade.
Ah, yes, the, what do they call themselves?
The Witcher Brigade.
The Witchers, that's right. Yes, they have a small shop in the city. Yes, I remember them. You worked for them, did you?
Well, I was a captain in that branch of the military. Yes, for a good time.
Military? Oh, they're no part of military. They're a small mercenary group, at best.
Yes, they are now. They were much bigger.
Well, I've never heard of you, aside from that small group.
Interesting.
Different continent.
Possibly.
Mayhaps. In that case, I am going to need a different form. Should be. He kind of like opens a drawer and puts the forms that he did have on his desk in, and then opens another and closes that one. Opens another drawer and pulls goes through a couple of documents, and looks up and pulls out 4 to start with, and then looks up at you guys. Did you say that cat was not a cat? It was a person?
It is a person. Yes.
Grumpy Druid?
Yep.
Fair enough. He pulls out another form and puts it on his counter. 1 second, guys.
Yeah, they're done.
If you proceed to send us an actual ID form to fill out,
Thank you. So, if you guys could go to gov.uk. No. He starts handing out forms to you guys. And
smaller.
he looks at you guys and just says, I'm afraid I can't give an ID to a cat. They will have to turn back to whatever they are.
Dornock shouts at Zilly in his best scolding voice. Zilly, I told you, you need to change back.
mean, it's more fun to be a cat.
Alright then, if you
Dornock
guys
will turn back round to fill in these forms.
fill in these forms, please. Each form has full name, race, city of origin, or place of origin, I guess, as well as a small. Yeah, that's all that's on the form, really. They're very small forms. They're more like slips.
Revis is going to take his and start filling it in on the table that Zilly's standing on.
Alright.
Rose is gonna push herself off from leaning against the wall, roll her eyes, and say, "Do we really have to do these things?"
I'm afraid
Yes.
so. If you want to go anywhere, that is.
And she
Yeah, I just
Check
shuffle up to the
form
corner
and-
of his desk and use the corner of his desk.
Okay. Rowan. And Silly, I'm assuming you guys are filling yours out to the best of your ability.
What was it? His name, race.
Name,
Origin.
race, place of origin.
That's it.
That's it.
Silly's handwriting is really bad, and she's trying to write on the paper without leaning on anything.
Wait a minute. If I was a if I had scholar background, does that mean I've probably got one of the more neater handwriting?
Yeah, probably. You're the only one that actually knows how to write.
Does anyone here know how to write? Or sort of like how to read?
You're illiterate. Knew it.
Alright. So Revis, you were done first.
Yeah.
He kind of gestures you to come over. Stand here and look into this, please. And he pulls out kind of like a box sort of thing that he kind of like positions on his table. It has a few legs underneath. And he kind of positions it and puts his eye up to it, kind of looking through. Look into this part here, and he points at like a circular cylinder with glass in it. It's basically an old-timey camera.
I'm gonna put my fingers up behind him.
Have I ever seen anything like this?
No, I don't think
Okay.
anyone.
Then I'm just going to look at it very curiously.
I don't think anyone except Warren would know what it is.
I'm gonna put my fingers up and give him little ears. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As he's kind of lining this up, he kind of like pokes his head out from the side of it and says, "Please remove your hands from the picture. It needs to be a professional picture."
You one man. Just like quickly. Hide.
Alright. And he looks back through it and kind of changes its thing a little more. It kind of tilts it up slightly towards you. Alright. And 3, 2, 1. And there's kind of like a shutter noise as a small flash kind of blasts you.
As the flash blasts me, I'm going to fly backwards into Warren and draw my sword.
As you fly back into Warren, you kind of knock over the armchair as well.
What the bloody hell's that?
Ah, I see. It's just for taking pictures.
And Revis, you might want to unsmother Warren there.
Yeah.
Is that better, Warren?
Damn, man, do you wipe?
Wait, what? I wipe my blade every time I cut someone. You can't leave blood on the blade. That's bad.
I wasn't talking about your blade.
Oh. Wipe what then?
Your bloody arse.
Of course I wipe it.
It sure as shit don't smell like it.
That's your boots.
How did my boots get up in my face? What the hell?
I think you trodden something a while ago. Didn't want to say anything, I was trying to be polite.
Damn it, Zilly.
Alright, I'm gonna sheath my sword and kind of back up. Not happy. Don't like flashing lights. No!
After a while, he kind of looks back up at you. Come here, please. One last thing.
Excuse me.
You're not gonna flash me again, are you?
No, no.
Yeah, that's my
Alright.
job.
Hold out your dominant hand, please.
Revis puts down his right hand.
Okay. He kind of like grabs your hand and pushes your your index finger into like a black into some ink, and then pushes it down on a bit of paper, and then pulls it up and kind of brings the paper back and does some final things before handing it over to you. And here you go.
Love it. That's awesome. Oh my god, that's so cool.
Who's next?
Whoever messaged you met next, I guess.
You're the only one that actually messaged me, so.
Oh, okay then.
I heard Tormix say something, but he's muted, so I don't know what he said.
So I'll hand him back my papers as well. So
Alright, look into this, please. As he takes a picture of you, blinding flash of light in your face, just out of nowhere.
kind of blink my eyes a bit. And it's like, okay, I was expecting that. Okay.
And fingerprint here, dominant hand, please.
And then give him my right thumb.
Okay, and he presses it down on the paper after putting it in the ink. Alright, 1 second. As he quickly finishes writing something and hands you your ID. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay. Yeah, this looks good. Look into this here, please.
Yep. At the
take-
last second, I'll smile.
He takes a picture of you. And yeah, it flashes in your face.
My man.
And
Stick out my mechanical arm.
I'll need one with fingerprints, please.
Fine. I'll give him my right hand.
Alright.
Just give me a toe.
Yeah.
He kind of pushes your finger into some ink and then marks it on a document. Does a little bit more writing and then hands you back your ID.
Guess you'll be wanting some blood next. Nice.
Okay. And who's next?
Hey, Revis, can you help me fill this in?
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
What do I need to put?
You need to put down your name, your race, and where you come from.
So, kind of like crudely draw my name on it in the first name. Rose. I look up to the guy. Is a surname required?
It's not required, but it is preferred.
Okay. And the surname, Rose writes Hunt. Race. Hey Reeves, how do I spell tiefling?
TEI.
Yeah.
No.
E-E-A.
FLING.
I-N-G. What's the next bit?
Where you come from. Can't help you with that one, I'm afraid.
Never winter.
Is that a
Finished.
hot place?
Surprisingly, yes.
Take it never snows there.
I mean, how else do you think it got its name?
I'm going to ask Lily, is she managing all right? Does she need a hand doing her forms?
Zilly's just eating it.
Her form where she's done like little drawings next to the writing, like next to her name she drew a picture of a willow tree, and so for race she drew a picture of a wolf.
Alright. Look into this here. Light blast you in the face, Rose.
Damn it! My eyes!
I'll kind of fill in her form for her, write down what she's put there as pictures.
Alright. And dominant hand, please.
Rose gives him her right hand.
Alright. He pulls your hand forward, dips it into some ink, and then pushes it down on the document. And then quickly writes something down, and then hands you your ID.
Thanks, I guess.
I just tell Zilly to hand these over to the gentleman and get her ID.
What did you write on them, Tormek?
I wrote on hers under the willow tree, wasn't it? And wolf pack. And I don't know if she has a name of the town where she was closest to.
Any name, or is it just...
Oh yeah, I put Zilly down. Zilly. Tall willow, yeah. I knew there was something there.
Could we specify where each thing is? So, name, obviously, Zilly Tall Willow. Your race. What did you put down, Zilly? So, Zilly's put down a drawing of a wolf. What did you put down, Tormek?
Oh, she's a halfling, isn't she? The halfling?
Depends how well you know your humanoid races.
That's my memory, that's not the problem. Yeah, I think she's halfling.
Okay. And then where you're from?
Forest of the Tall Willow Pack.
Yes, but what village was that near, Zilly?
What does the picture look like that you drew?
It looks like a bunch of trees, not a village, and a cave.
Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. This is the reason I prefer to drink it out of the can.
Oh, stop changing the bloody colour.
It wasn't honest.
Okay. After you hand in the papers, he kind of points to the thing. Look into this, please. Into the camera. You might need to stand on a chair for it. If any of you could drag onto it, or hold it up, or whatever.
I'll hold it up.
Yeah.
Just as long as you're not in the picture. Okay.
My shrinking belly button.
Lily smiles very widely for the shot.
Okay. As hang
Disrespect.
on, let me close this. As Torvik is holding you up, a sudden flash of blinding light blasts you in the face. And after a second, he looks up at you and says, "Dominant hand, please."
Which one's my dominant hand?
Which hand do you wipe till?
Lily looks at both her hands for a second and says, I don't know. They both look the same.
Revis is gonna pull an arrow out of his pack and hand it towards Silly.
Lily grabs it with her right hand.
There you go. That's the right one. That's the one then.
Wait, is there a wrong answer?
No.
You said I chose the right one.
Hey. As opposed to the left one.
Lily just looks very confused.
Given the hand that you just grabbed the arrow with.
Lily, holding the arrow in her hand, holds it out towards him.
Oh, I haven't given you the arrow, I just gave it for you to grab hold of. I haven't let go of it and taken it back.
Oh, okay, very well. Lily just
So you're both
right hand.
like playing tug of war with this arrow. So yeah, you hold out your right hand.
Yep.
Wrong! He chops it off. No. He puts it into a bit of ink and then pushes it down onto the paper. And after waiting for a second, he hands you your ID. I filled in what I could. It should be mostly correct.
You put mud on my finger.
Sure, just don't eat it.
You should definitely eat it.
Revis stops licking his finger and looks towards them.
Like part of Weavis's face is just like around his mouth has just turned black for where he's been looking at this ink.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm going through an emo phase. Shut up.
Torvik is going to wipe his finger on the chair.
Classy.
Well, just grab and hold the chair.
You know full well what you're doing. Those chairs are expensive, you know.
No, this is fine. It's not there. I've got left mark. No, wipe the rest of it on my trail.
So what do these ID things last you?
Well, you can use them to book rooms, to open tabs. You can use them to go into certain restaurants, to get in and out of the city. Yes, that sort of thing.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for your time and help, sir. That's, is there anything else that we need here, guys?
Yes, one thing. What's the hoo-ha about them? Do you guys know about the, a certain gang that's hanging around nearby?
The smile that he was wearing on his face quickly fades, and he kind of just goes kind of plain-faced. I advise you don't try and track them down. And I also advise you to stay out of their business. Most people who try and intervene end up never being seen again.
Fair enough.
Although that depends. Are you guys criminals?
No.
He says, kind of casting a glance at the tiefling for a second. Casting a glance at you, Rose.
What are you looking at me for?
I'm just looking around the room. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you very clearly made eye contact with me specifically. What's that supposed to mean, huh?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
I think you do, mate.
Okay, Rose. You don't want to pick fights here. Is anything else you can tell us about these people that we should stay away from? Do they have control of the mines and ores around here?
Just stay away from them. Don't track them down. You don't want to get mixed up in their affairs.
Well, much obliged for the advice. There is one other thing, actually. A well-to-do man such as yourself might know the answer to this. We're potentially looking for some cantinium. Do you happen to know where there might be some cellars?
That is a very rare resource you're after.
Well, I mean, we'd hardly ask you where there might be some wood, would there?
Well, I suppose, but you're unlikely to find it. If that's truly the path you want to go down, I'm afraid you will have to interact with the Watchers, or at least, well, find some way to get it off them. I believe they're the only people with it. Although there's some wizards out of the city to the north or east that might have some. They might be worth checking in with instead. They would be the safer bet, in my opinion.
Well, thank you very much for the advice.
What kind of
That
wizards?
was wizards to the east, you said, yes?
Northeast, yeah. Yes. It is a wizarding school, so, well, all different types of wizards. There's different classes there. They hold different classes. Abjuration, illusion, conjuration, you know, all of it.
Let's put it to a vote then. Who wants to go to the wizards? Who wants to go to the gang?
Well, after our previous encounter with them, I think possibly the wizards.
I vote gang, we already know what they are.
I vote wizards because they won't steal my sword.
The other people won't steal your sword, I won't let them. Are we having this conversation as we're walking out, or are we just having it in front of this poor guy?
No, just straight up in front of the gang.
Alright, well, Revis is gonna start heading out, because I assume we're done. But yeah, he's gonna carry on talking about it anyway.
Yeah, Tom was going to start heading that way too. Let's talk about this outside.
One more thing before I go. Do you have a local map or know how to get one?
Oh, I don't have one. You'd have to find a cartographer. Most people don't even bother mapping out the city. They just remember directions.
Well, we're new to the continent as well.
That'll explain why you don't have IDs. Alright, well, I wish you the best of luck finding your way around in that case.
I'm sure I can get some info from someone.
There he is.
Come on, silly.
Okay.
Stop drinking the ink.
That reminds me, actually, just before we do head off properly, myself and Warren here, we did happen to see the Watchers watching us.
Are you
I mean,
saying
it's
this
in
to
the
the
name, after all.
the guy?
No, I'm talking to the group.
Oh,
We're
right.
kind of as we're walking out, because I forgot to mention it to them that the Watchers were watching us. So I think I'm giving that information
How do you know
to
it was the Watchers?
Warren.
They had the same emblem.
You can
And
see that
probably
clearly
my
in
coin purse.
Rose, as you are walking, you're the only one with high enough passive, I believe. Don't think anyone has higher than that.
My passive
17, yeah.
perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17.
As you're walking out, you see somebody just sat at the top of the stairs, looking down towards you guys as you walk off. Sort of wearing a hood and like a face mask type thing.
Can I see if they have any emblems on them?
Not from where you're stood. They're just like sat at the top of the stairs, looking down. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What's
Yep.
everyone doing then?
We're leaving, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we're heading out of the building. So, yeah, we can. So, you guys want to go to this wizarding tower? I want to go to. I think we should just go back because we already know where it is. Rose Zilly, I guess it's. What do you guys think?
Look at the size of the blocks.
If we go back to that gang,
So cute.
don't we risk getting robbed and maybe worse?
Quite possibly.
Well,
Especially
I
if
reckon
they treat a humble geologist after all.
you're anything but humble, Warren.
I am very humble. In fact, I am the most humble.
You know, that smell from your shoes getting worse.
Is that what it was? I did wonder who was a bit pongy around here.
I think it's his hair.
Actually, that time I fired. Sorry.
I hope Silly wasn't behind you.
Looks to be her if she was.
Yeah.
Well, it seems to be warning us against these guys, watchers. I think possibly we need to steer clear, maybe.
We don't really know what we're looking for. So, at least if we go to the wizards, they can give us some more information on this continuum, whatever it's called, stuff. So I'm pretty sure if we just went, I don't know about you, but I don't particularly trust these watchers very much. How do we know they're not, if they do give us any of this stuff, or whatever they get us to do or want, how do we know they're not just going to spam us and give us some old rock? I reckon at the very least, if we talk to those wizards, we'd just get some information on what we're looking for. And by the way, I'm pretty sure one of those watcher dudes was watching us from the top of the stairs, so we might not want to stay here too long.
See the emblem on them, did you?
Nope, it was a shady figure staring at us from the top of the stairs. So, what
From
else
the
would you do?
stairs.
Yeah, you're sat at the top of the stairs, watching us.
How tall did he look? Because it could just be a child.
Revis
He
is
had a hood
gonna
and a mask on.
Revis is gonna walk back and look at the stairs.
There's no one there. The stairs are empty.
It was okay.
Hmm. There's no one there now.
Oh, they were there.
I believe you. I mean, they were watching us before, so it makes sense if they're going to continue to watch us. But
Well, they are called the Watchers, so.
exactly, that's what I said to Warren. Suppose it depends whether you guys worry or not about whether they're watching us. I'm not too worried about it, although I do think it's a wee bit strange.
Well, as long as there's not too many of them, we can take them. Probably.
Remember how many were just at that place? Cabin?
Take out a few of them.
Yeah, but if they have that many to place at a random old cabin in the middle of nowhere, picking up rocks, I think they'd have more people around in places that actually matter, like cities.
Plus, you know, I don't know how hard it would be to join up with them.
I mean, I wasn't really thinking about joining up with them. They're like
Some-
criminals.
I mean, I somehow think they won't just give us what we want.
No, I'm pretty
Unless we-
sure if those wizards do have any, they'd be easier to rob.
That is true. Plus, if you
Yeah.
get me near some chemicals, like in some potion ingredients, I could probably blow up the wizard school. Make it even easier.
Or you could make someone all that burning red power and use that against the Watchers.
I feel like the wizards would be easier to take down. You can sneeze in a wizard's direction and they'd die instantly. So.
So
Yeah, but-
just to clarify for a second here, the two choices that we're seeing is to try and barter with the criminals or to try and steal and blow up the wizards. These are the two options that we're talking about right now.
Well, that's what
Can't we
Warren
just
thinks.
ask if we can buy some rather than steal or
I'm
kill
counting
people
on
for it?
I'm counting on the wizards not actually having any physically, just
they'll
more
have information.
information. Exactly. So if we go to the wizards and get more information about this stuff, then when we go to the Watchers to try and source some, we're not going to get scammed.
All right.
What do you think, Silly?
Silly?
Are you on mute, Zilly? Is she there?
Not on mute.
Can you hear us, Zilly?
Silly?
We can't hear you.
I'm seeing the microphone thing ping off, but I'm not hearing any noises, so I don't know if there's a problem, maybe.
Heard that.
Zilly?
Somebody's cat.
Not mine.
Is she alright? Zilly?
Rowan? You're right.
Has she stepped away?
Hang on. Let me give her a text.
Yeah, no problem.
going to step away from the keyboard for a second.
Yeah, if anybody wants to do anything while we're waiting for Zoe, that's fine.
Yeah, no worries.
She did tell me she was a bit tired earlier, so she might have fallen asleep. Yeah, she's not seeing things either. I'll try this, just in case it's just not picking up.
Oh, she's disappeared into the other channel.
Yeah,
oh, did you do that? Oh, you did that.
was me,
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Zilly? Rowan?
Hi.
You okay?
Sorry, yeah, I'm here, sorry. Hi.
You alright, Han?
Yeah, sorry, no, I'm sorry. Totally didn't just do stuff, I'm sorry.
Did you fall
in here.
You okay? Do you wanna take a few minutes?
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine, I'm just terrible
You
at
sure?
staying awake ever, sorry. I'm really, really sorry.
Don't worry,
Sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. We're just worried about you, that's all.
Oh yeah, no, I'm almost good. I'm sorry.
I'll give you what I meant early then, so she can get up
Oh,
to
no,
bed.
no. I've been dying craving for D&D. No, I'm
Are
sorry.
you sure?
You don't have
There's
to-
nothing worse than being knackered.
You have nothing to apologise for, we just want to make sure you're okay.
No, I'm sorry, I'm just terrible at staying awake. Ask Elijah for the first session he ever ran.
I
be
mean,
fair-
I wouldn't worry about that too much, it could just be that he ran a really boring session.
I mean,
I am joking, of course.
Well, from what I thought, I think I got to like a door.
you made it to, I think, the 4th door.
Wow, you're making people walk through 3 doors?
Sorry guys, I'll be good from now on. I'm hugging a cat, so I'm good.
Okay.
I got stuff for.
You got like some water there or something?
It takes effort to get a cat.
Alright.
Sorry.
Oh, Bailey's okay.
Sorry.
You don't have to apologise, it's okay, it's all good.
Are you happy to continue then, Rowan?
Yeah, no, I'm happy to I'm really, really sorry.
That's alright.
It's fine, stop apologising, it's okay. It's all good.
So, we were thinking that the plan might be to go to the wizards to get more information, at least, on this Cantinium, whatever it's called. And that way, if we do have to go to the Watchers to get it, they can't scam us by giving us the wrong thing. Or if we have to try and find it ourselves, we know exactly what we're looking for.
I mean, I have a pick if we need to go and dig it for ourselves.
That sounds like hard work.
I don't know how much that it is that we need.
Well, I think it was as much as possible, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So. Well, I think it's getting a bit late. So should we maybe see if we can find ourselves somewhere to kind of set up for tonight with our ID cards? Because these give us a room, right? That's what he said. So.
Yes.
So yeah, if we do that, and then we can head towards these wizards then, if you like.
Sound good to me?
Okay, I'm good. Do it.
Alright. I might have a map. Let me see if I've got one for street.
Well, we need to head back into the town and find somewhere to sleep first, so you got some time.
Pardon me.
Okay, so I'll put you guys on this map. Ignore the Christmas tree in the middle.
Is that what it is?
I've only just noticed that it was a Christmas tree.
Christmas tree? What Christmas tree? All I see is a really big statue of a tree. Very respectful statue.
What's Christmas?
What is this? Okay. After a little bit of wandering, you guys come across a small square. It seems to have a few stalls set up, and it's a lot fancier than the square you were at before, than the market.
Oh, this is nice. Very pretty.
October.
Yeah, they're lush. They're 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, I like the train and everything. It's quite nice.
That little set. Young plus.
Are there many people around?
There's a few people around. Not.
Do we discern where the inn might be, if there is one?
Hang on, sorry. It appears like the building with the grey roof might be an inn, but you can't quite tell.
This building over the other side might be what we're looking for, guys. Should we have a wander over there and find out?
Yeah, sounds good. I'm looking forward to using this ID card thing.
Yes. You had ID before, Rebus?
Well, I mean, I've got my face and I've got my sword. People usually know me by those things, so it's a bit weird having it as a little bit of paper. But you know, this is city life, isn't it? This is what cities are all about, apparently. So
We had
you know,
something similar back in the library I worked at, but it was more of like a seal rather than a bit of paper.
A seal?
Yeah,
Isn't it a bit big to carry around with you?
not that kind of seal.
No, we kind of just threw them away after when we found them. They're a bit worthless.
You clearly don't know very much about enhanced criminal things. You could use them to open up all sorts of things in other people's names. You would only have to change the picture, depending on how rudimentary their systems are.
why would you want something in someone else's name? That means it's not yours.
What a pajama.
I
More
think that's the
activities.
point.
Wasn't really my job.
So in this square, it appears they're mostly just basic necessities. There's one that's selling sort of like pastries, like bread stuff. There's one selling fruit. There's another one selling vegetables, and then there's another one that's selling kind of fine silks and clothes.
Pastries. Any... This is the pastries thing, like the cakes and stuff, yeah?
Yep.
Any lemon-like things, like lemon nuts? I don't know if they exist within the US.
There's a There's a few small cakes with like a bit of yellow, what looks like icing on them. Or what is yellow icing?
What are these? These
Oh, yes. Those are lemon tea cakes.
tea cakes.
Yes.
So when you say tea cakes, do you mean scones with cream and jam, or do you mean the marshmallow things?
Scones. No, it's a little sweet pastry to have with your cup of afternoon tea.
Anything with a bit of tang to it?
There's another thing that appears to be like a lemon cheesecake. I have this this one. I call it a cheesecake. A lemon
Cheese and
cheesecake.
What? As in, like, actual cheese?
I suppose in a way, yes, but it's sweet with the tang of lemon.
Sounds interesting. How much?
20 gold.
How much? Suck this then. Fuck off.
Can I see on this silk clothing store they have any like expensive looking silk scarves or anything like that?
Yeah, there's a few. There's quite a few things like that. There's quite a few different colours. And there's quite like hats and coats and pretty much anything you can think of.
I'm gonna try and steal a scarf. without them
Okay.
seeing.
Roll sleight of hand.
27.
Okay, that's enough. As you quickly kind of like whisk it away and just like shove it up your sleeve somehow.
Footcake.
Foot cake.
That's what it is.
Oh.
Just saw the picture.
Oh, what am I doing? I can actually do that. How to make a foot cake? What? What? Why?
Well, how much?
What were you saying, Rose? Sorry.
I'm gonna talk to the person at the store. See, how much do your scarves go for then?
Well, our scarves are quite elegantly made with the finest of silks with a variety of colours, and they're made by hand. They, for a small scarf, is 50 gold. Quite cheap, if I say so myself.
Yeah, a bit cheap. What size scarf did I end up taking? Was it a small or large?
It would have been a small one, yeah.
And how much for your large ones?
Ah, well, those are made to order, of course. We don't stock those on the stall. Our large ones, however, are a more expensive item aside from actual garments. Coming in at 500 gold.
Good price. Good price.
If we had any gold.
Indeed.
What's your favourite colour, Rose?
Why are you asking?
Just curious.
I'd probably say red.
What do you mean you don't like rose colour?
Roses are red.
Roses are lots of colours.
Rose
Is
is a type of pink, I believe.
You're a type of pink.
is there a red scarf on the thing?
Yes, there's a small silk scarf there, yeah.
Rivas is gonna put 50 gold down and take the red scarf and hand it over to Rose.
Thank you, my good sir. As they scoop up the gold and put it into like a small chest next to them and lock it up again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries.
Rose is gonna wrap her arms around Rufus' neck and give her a bit of smooch on the cheek.
Big old string of saliva left over.
Do they sell hardtack at this bread place to refill my rations?
Hard
Mm.
feeding horse.
I think we have a lot of rations from those hot dogs.
Yeah.
Do we?
I have 12 now. I had 2 before. I think it was 10 each, wasn't it? If I remember correctly.
It was 10 each.
Oh,
You should
yeah,
have quite a few.
Yeah, I've got about those. Yeah.
Although if you still want to
I
buy
don't
some...
know how well they'll convert into hardtack, but
Yeah, I don't think I'll worry about hardtack then for now. I wander over to this store down the bottom here. It's got the bows and swords and things down here.
Bows and swords. Oh, I didn't scroll down far enough. Okay, yeah. I thought the map seemed a bit small. Okay, yeah.
So just having a look across, what do I see?
Yeah, there's different axes and daggers and swords. They're all very elegantly made with intricate designs, almost elven by the looks of it. Although they're also quite a shiny metal as well. And you, roll a history check, please. You recognise that these weapons are all silver.
Is there a pair of short swords there by any chance?
There is short swords, it's pretty much anything you can think of.
Are they going to be better than what I've got? This is... Can I do an investigation to see if they are better than what I have?
You can tell just by the look of them that they've never been used and they are finely crafted.
Okay, I'll first of all ask him if he will take in trading. My two short swords for 2 of his.
I would never accept a trade. Only money is acceptable. I am not able to turn your flimsy weapons into iron. Into silver, sorry.
Okay. How much are your short swords there?
The short swords are 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh, all right. Bit rich for my pocket, I'm afraid.
Then, what are you doing in the rich district?
That's where we are, is it? We've just been wandering about. We just come from the town hall. We have to renew our IDs there.
Ugh, tourist. As he kind of rolls his eyes and goes back to sharpening a blade. And is now just kind of ignoring you.
He's drawn a happy face.
Oh yeah,
Right here, he's drawn a happy face.
there's one here as well.
Yeah. I'm just gonna away then.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the others and explain that we have found ourselves expensive part of town. And we may want to wander back a bit further into town than trying to stay here. I think it's going to be a bit rich for our pocket.
There is a sign on the outside of this building that just says Gertrude's B&B, and it looks to be kind of hand painted. And it says vacancies as well.
I mean, we could have a quick look here and just see what they're charging, and if it's like silly money, then we can head back to somewhere else.
Yes, I think that'd be a good idea. It does look a nice little place.
Shall we,
Beautiful weapons over there, Revis. I think they're silver. If you've got the coin, maybe you can upgrade your sword.
Oh, no, my sword works fine. Shall we wait for Warren? He seems to have wandered off into a tent.
What's he up to now? I've got to think.
Do you wander into that tent, Warren?
Yes.
Okay. As soon as you enter, there's a round table with a few chairs around it, and there's one person in there at the minute who kind of looks up at you and says, "Hello, my dear. Wish to join me for some tea?" And they kind of gesture to a chair.
What kind of tea?
Oh, Earl Grey, of course. Only the best.
Is it gonna cost me anything? Because I don't really have much.
That's fine. Just pay it forward.
Alright. I'm gonna take a seat.
She pours you out like a small little cup of tea and says, "Would you like any milk or sugar in it?"
One of each.
Alright. She pulls up like a little jug, puts a little bit of milk in there, and then kind of pulls up the small and pestle with some sugar in it, and puts that in, and then puts it back down before mixing it a little and pushing it towards you. There you go. Enjoy.
Thank you very much. Should be. It should be more than big enough. I think it's going to be like the same time.
Flippin' heck, my whole computer's messing up.
Technology's such a wonderful thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's on the works, alright. Breaking down here.
That's fun.
Well, My computer used to blue screen, but now instead it just green screens.
Ooh.
Like, as in the screens just go flat green, sort of like green screen
Mine do
color,
that sometimes.
and it just doesn't work.
I
It's
think-
usually
I think that's
as
a
I try and launch
problem.
VR.
It's a GPU thing because it happens
Yeah.
when I nudge my HDMI cables. Yeah,
Yeah,
my screens would go green.
mine does it. Well, it crashes my whole PC. I don't know if it does for you, but
No, not usually.
it usually happens when I'm loading into VR.
You've
So,
not got a VR ready one then, clearly.
oh, I certainly do.
That is a VR. It is VR ready.
I've got a very good GPU. Just the rest of my computer isn't particularly good.
Needs upgrade.
Does it need cleaning?
Could do.
Could do, yeah.
I think VR is sometimes just a bit funky because
Yeah.
I've had some problems with my VR headset. Although I usually connect remotely to the computer rather than trying to do it through cables. Like,
Yeah.
It's still sometimes there's a bit of a, I don't know. It just seems to be a bit weird sometimes.
I've got a cable for linking, but I tend to just use Steam Link now because it's just better.
Yeah, ditto. Yeah, I tried using the cable and it actually worked worse.
Yeah.
Do anyone remember the first VRs that came out?
Which ones? The Nintendo ones?
The
Or...
one- Those great big machines you used to stand in and it was massive head. Anyone remember those? They were really block Minecrafty type sort of block graphics.
Maybe very, very, very vaguely in like an arcadey kind of place or something. But yeah, I think that sort of stuff was so far beyond my level of budget. Didn't really ever look in those sorts of things. But yeah, I think I very vaguely remember that kind of stuff.
I need to scroll off that Adventure Time game because it's making me laugh.
Yes, I take the T.
Okay, could you roll me a D10, please?
Oh no.
I knew that was C.
Okay. You gain 8 permanent HP.
Huh?
8 max HP, sorry.
Override max HP. Max HP modifier. There we go. Nice. I'll have a few more of those drinks, I think.
Oh no, I made sure this one was perfectly balanced.
Why are you sat in such a tent like this anyway?
Well, it's the customary tea tent.
Looks like a circus tent. No offense, of course.
None taken. That's because I bought it off the circus in town.
Oh.
They were upgrading and selling their tent, so I thought, hey, it'd be nice to support a local business.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Cakes and stuff around here are a little pricey though, I must say.
Oh yes, this is the rich district. This is where all the expensive stuff is likely to be.
Put that one together. I'm sure my friends are enjoying the finer things with all their gold they might have. Or maybe stealing it. You know how people can be.
Well, yes.
I suppose you have any rumors?
Oh, just the usual. Watch of this, watch of that. Dead kid here, dead fortune teller here.
Ah, yes. My friend told me how they discovered the fortune teller. No one's
Oh,
yet.
another one. Yes. They seem to drop like flies around here.
Yeah, they're not very good at their job if they're dying.
Well, the few that they've found have had a Death Tarot card present somewhere.
Weird. I mean, it makes sense that they have them. They're fortune tellers, after all.
Yes, but you'd think they would have the whole deck. None of them have been found with the whole deck, just a single card.
I was always under the impression tarot cards didn't work on the tellers themselves. So maybe a calling card?
Perhaps. Who's to say?
Yeah. Some kind of sick serial killer, maybe.
Well, you know. It happens.
I don't know why, but- So what about the watches? Do you know? Other than the fact that they like to watch.
I'm afraid it's not safe to talk about such things.
How about under hushed voices?
We are in a thin tent, remember?
What about on paper? Gotta slide a bit of parchment towards a bit of pen.
I think it would be best if you caught up with your friends.
Were you working for them or something? Are they really
And what if I am?
Well, if you are, return a message for me, would you? We are interested in an ore called Catanium? Catanium?
Cantinium, yes.
Yes, we are interested in having a large amount.
Well,
Sorry, one minute.
just wait a second, guys, for Ron to come back.
Yeah, take your time. No worries. Everybody's on mute.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a bit, sorry.
You're all good.
I knew because the dog gets upset every time the cat walks across the room.
Oh, no worries. No worries. I thought everyone had like gone or something.
She's a bit loud.
Ah, you're all good. No worries. So, serial killers, eh, Warren?
Yep, yep. I wonder if he has a type.
My bet's Cheerios.
I was gonna go with
Not
wheat
shreddies then.
Completely off topic and fourth wall breaking, but the people that make Cheerios do like, I think they're called churros, and they're kind of like little sticks of like cinnamon as a thing, but kind of looking like a churro, and they're really nice to munch on. They're a bit moreish. Really not something you want in the house because you end up eating them all.
Especially when you're on a diet, hey?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, just end up eating an entire pack of them.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
like,
I think we're waiting on Warren, or shall we assume that he's finished his chat with the woman?
With his missus.
We can jump to you guys for a second while he was in there kind of drinking and
Yeah,
having a
sure.
chat. So what are you guys doing as the one's kind of gone into this tent and just kind of disappeared for a bit?
We were talking about going into the little
Doing less
B&B
hours.
here to see what she's going to charge. And
Yeah,
afterwards.
I think we'd head into Gertrude's.
Hey,
Okay.
What kind of things were on that street stand?
There was a few little placards, little bits of card, just saying what it is. You see that there was a few cool, like, lemon tea cakes, baguettes, just normal loaves of bread. There's a couple of things called cheesecakes, as well as some things called croissants. Just a bunch of different pastries, as well as like scones and whatnot.
Cakes, then.
It's the sort of things you'd find at a bakery.
Is
Yeah,
the
sorry about
person is the person manning the stall looking very alert?
Yeah, they're watching you guys as you're kind of just stood in front of their stall.
All right, never mind then.
Warren, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, my boss called me.
Alright. Sorry, where were we?
Talk to the old woman about the watches.
Alright.
Oh, pass on a message. If you come into contact with them, or you are working for them, pass on a message. Me and my group are looking for a large amount of containing to take back to what was the previous Articonia.
Right, well,
And that if they are interested in making a sale of some of that ore, then to contact us. I'm sure they'll just come to us. We don't need to leave information.
well, we'll see how they respond to a message.
Of course. And thank you very much for the tea. It was delightful.
Yes.
I must be back to my group.
Good luck.
You too. And I'm gonna make my way back to the group.
Okay. Just as their group are heading inside, you catch the kind of tail end of them walking in to Gertrude's B&B.
Sounds expensive.
Do I have a proper token for that? You know what? I do have the perfect token.
Rasmus?
As you walk in, there is a turtle in here. Kind of like an old woman. Turtle. Old turtle. And, you know, kind of looking a little similar to an old friend. But, you know, there's a few cats around and a dog that kind of trots up to you guys. As what you kind of assume is Gertrude looks up at you guys and says, "Oh, hello, dearies." She kind of gets up with like a walking stick and comes over. Are you guys looking for accommodation?
Revis is going to kneel down and idly start stroking the dog. Sorry, Tommy, on you.
Yes, we were hoping to procure some lodgings for the night.
Of course.
But it would depend on how much you would require. Or said not.
Well, I have 3 rooms available. And each room is 5 gold a night.
The cheapest thing so far.
I'm afraid I will need to see some identification as per
Oh,
city law, but
yes, yes. I walk closer and show my ID.
kind of looks at it. Yep, thank you.
And
They just
here's
hold
the,
mine out.
the 5 gold.
Hobbles towards you guys. That's,
Stay here, guys.
alright.
Revis is going to proudly present his ID, despite the fact that he still has black lips from licking off all the ink.
I guess you got it done recently then. Then she's looking at you and then looks at your ID. Yep, that's good.
Aye, that's right. Today.
Oh. Congratulations.
I'm gonna walk over to Rose and hand her 5 gold. So yeah, get yourself a room for the night.
She could just use Zilly's gold.
No,
She's
the
got
gold's
it.
gone.
Oh, she lost that as well.
So I give Rose
Did I?
5 gold. Right.
I thought she only lost her own. Didn't realise she lost Zilly's as well.
No, she lost
And
it
so I
as well.
kept Zilly's gold separate to mine. So, did I lose Zilly's gold as well?
Depends
Yeah.
if it is kind of in or near the same coin purse.
It wasn't in the same coin purse.
Then no, you wouldn't have.
Alright.
So you've got Zilly's gold, but not yours.
Yeah, there are only 3 rooms, aren't there?
Well, I assumed you and Revis would probably stay in the same room.
I
Mm.
could
Don't
offer
share.
you
I would have assumed Rose and Revis would share a room.
I don't mind, we can stay wherever. I can always sleep on floor. It's not a problem.
I could offer the couch where your little friend is over there for a discounted amount.
I like this seat. It's comfy. There's a kitty here.
Immersive.
That's all the same to you, Gertrude. I would like my own room.
That's fine.
I'm a very private person.
Well, you'll be happy to know that each room has a lock that can be locked from the inside.
Here's my 5 gold and my ID.
All right, thank you. So Tormek has paid. Warren has paid. Did you pay Revis?
Yeah, sure. I'll give her 5 gold. Yeah.
All right.
No problems.
Oh,
What's the discount for the couch?
let's say 3 silver will do.
I'm just gonna give her an extra gold.
Oh, thank you, dearie. Thank you very much.
No problem. This is a very nice establishment you have here.
Thank you indeed. It's all, well, it was run by me and my husband, but he has sadly passed away, so now it's just me running it.
Your husband.
Feeling
yes.
guilty about those tortoise shells in the back of your pocket.
Tortoise shells. I don't have no tortoise shells.
Let's procure some more.
I'm actually in looking for some turtle skin.
Is that what you're saying to this poor old lady?
Nah.
Do you pay Rose?
Does
No,
Rose
I
pay for
haven't.
anything?
It was 3 rooms, wasn't it? We think we've all paid.
Oh yes. Yeah, you have. Okay, so that's 15 gold. Of course you guys can sort out rooms by yourself. I'm sure you guys are grown up enough to do that. Dinner should be ready in about 10 minutes.
Oh, well, dinner as well. That's fantastic.
It is a bed and breakfast. As she starts walking off towards the kitchen. Oh, feel free to use the instrument or the bathroom or anything.
And with that, Tormek is going to leap up and run to the bathroom. He desperately needs a bath.
Damn it, you beat me to it.
It's a very nice bathroom. There's like a nice rug on the floor, like a skin rug. There's some books by the toilet to read.
Yeah, is what sort of books are there by there? Would it be something that interests Tormek?
They're all going to be like crime novels, sort of thing.
Yeah, perfect.
You're standing in the sink there.
Oh yeah.
I did make this map a bit larger than it usually is because I thought it was a little small and out of proportion.
Nah, it's all good.
So
Grab
things.
a novel and go jump in the bath.
Alright.
Stuff up, Rose.
Yeah.
Lock the door.
Yeah, and all my gear is in here with me too.
Dang.
What, in the bath with you?
In the bathroom.
Okay.
Well, if it's leather, it's fine.
No.
You didn't have any cargo packs of holding, did you?
No.
Just sitting in the bath and they're just slowly getting filled up.
The bath just empties into his pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, at least I don't have to worry about water then, would I?
I don't know if I'd want to drink bath water if it was already in the bath when you went in there. Gertrude's been a bit stewing for a little bit before we came in.
Turtle soup.
My favourite.
Yeah, you would have had to fill up the bath, obviously, but
Although I am partial to a bit of char grill.
what's everyone else doing?
I'm going to start reading my book about silver. I'll sat at the counter.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Yeah, go on.
go up to Warren, sort of in a hushed voice, say to Warren, "Hey, Warren, do you know how to engrave jewelry?"
It depends. Is it made of silver?
Yes.
Then I will. Yes. I'm now reading a book on silver.
Would you be able to engrave a rose into this silver locket?
Probably. I haven't really done much with jewelry before, so I can't guarantee it'll be amazing. It will cost you, of course.
Well,
Hey, you can take some of Zilly's money and give it to me. I won't say nothing.
no, that's Zilly's money.
I'll tell you what.
How about this? I'll give you this bag of magic beans.
Deal.
Just don't make the same mistakes Zilly did.
So I hand Warren the bag of magic beans and a silver locket.
How many are in there? Do you have that written down? Because I don't.
I think there was 5 in there. Zilly ate one, so I think there's 4 left.
That's what I remember, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, there's 4 left.
Alright, then alongside this reading of this, I'm going to try and engrave. learn to engrave. So,
What even would that be? Roll me
Jeweler's tools?
jeweler's tools, yeah.
it would take me about... Well, unless I can use my Tinker's tools, but I'm not sure.
I think as an artificer, don't you get like the right tool for the job or something?
Yeah, it takes me an hour. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it takes me an hour to do it though, to change certain tools, I believe.
Oh, well, you got 10 minutes. Till then, anyway.
I can magically create one set of artisan's tools. The creation requires an hour of uninterrupted work, which can coincide with a short or long rest.
I mean, we're going to be snoozing.
Yeah, so you can do it during the rest.
So.
Okay. What are you doing, Revis?
Revis is going to have a go at tickling the ivories, I think. Which he's going to be so good at.
Are you proficient with it?
No.
Perfect. Roll
I'm
me
not
performance.
proficient and I have a -1 on my performance.
Roll me performance with disadvantage, please.
No, -2 on mine, that you're worried about.
7. You're kind of just pressing random keys, so it's just kind of like pong, pong, ping, pong. As you're just kind of pressing random keys.
Yeah, pretty much.
Uh,
Not loudly though, I'm not like thumping on them, I'm just kind of idly pressing random keys.
yeah, just boom, boom. Just smashing it to pieces.
No, I can be gentle. I can be gentle.
I do have. I have tool expertise as well. I thought.
Is that Gorilla Fit? Oh yeah, that's literally in a
any
void.
ability check that uses proficiency with a tool.
Tool proficiency means that you get to roll the whatever you're going to roll as with your proficiency bonus added to it. So, like if it was intellect, then you could roll it with the +3 from proficiency bonus.
Yeah, I'm not actually proficient with jeweler's tools, so
Aha.
that doesn't actually matter.
Oh, okay. I thought the right tool for the job gave you proficiency, didn't it?
No, it just means I can create any
Oh, okay.
set tool I need.
Oh, that's still good. Nice skill.
Okay.
There's 2 pussies on the couch.
Yeah, and Zilly's turned into a cat.
Meow.
I said that's not a male cat then.
Yeah.
The cat's pretty much just asleep there, just snoring. Like cat snoring, you know.
Rose is going to be sat at the bench trying to teach herself how to read better.
Picture book.
There's some words in it. Rose is a very she can read, but at like the level you expect, like a young child.
The folk hop down to the stream. Okay, so after about 10 minutes, Gertrude walks over to you, Ron. Would you like your dinner at the counter, dearie, or would you like it at the bench?
I'll have it here if you don't mind.
Of course. And she slides a plate to you, and it's sort of like a fish pie with like chips, fries, chips, I guess. And then she walks to the bench. Hello, here you go. She puts down 2 plates, fish pie or chips.
Thank you.
Much obliged, that smells delicious.
I hope you enjoy. She kind of walks this way, and she's got like a tiny little plate that's got like a bit of tuna on it, and she kind of like crouches down next to Zilly and kind of like prods her and just puts it next to Zilly. So you've got a little plate of tuna.
Lily starts lapping it up quickly, as if she's never eaten before. It will be gone before she even turns around.
And Gertrude walks up to the bathroom and gives a light knock on the door. Your dinner is by the fire when you're down in there.
Okay, thank you.
She'll join you guys at the bench. She sits down and places her own plate in front of her and starts eating as well.
Tormac's in there for about half an hour, so in about 20 minutes he'll come out and get his food.
Okay.
He's going to wash his skivvies in the bath as well.
Rock solid, aren't they?
Yep, there's plenty of gravel in there.
You know, there's just add water in it, like grow your own pants things.
Good luck to anyone who's in there next.
Lovely.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess I've been in there long. Yeah, by the fire, what's over here, is it?
Oh, come on.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's this one here.
Sit and have my food there then.
So you just kind of sit on the floor and eat your food on the tiles.
Yeah, I just sit on the floor and eat the food. In front of the fire.
Oh dearie, you don't have to
Like a
sit
slot
there. You
as well.
can sit at the bench.
Yes, that's fine, thank you. It'll be okay.
If
Lovely
you're sure.
food, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh, dear.
Okay. What does everyone do when they finish their food?
Oh, once I've finished eating, I'm going to excuse myself to my bed.
I take my plates and knives and forks and wash them up and put them on the side ready to dry.
Rosa takes her plate, Reeves' plate, and Gertrude's plate and cutlery and goes to wash them up.
Oh,
Thank you.
you don't have to. I've got it.
No, that's okay.
Bit of an odd question, Gertrude, but what is the name of this city that we're actually in? I don't think any of us have actually caught it.
Oh. This city? Where is it? Hang on.
Hey. It's alright, take your time.
I remember this done that it used to be.
Ah yes, I remember now. This city is the city main city, capital city of this. What do they call it? Continent. So as a result, I believe it's called Contenhold. There you go.
Cool, thank you.
What's the continent? Is it Gulf Skier? That one?
Is Skolskia the continent or was that the sea? The old sea.
I thought the first city we went to was Glivier. But I don't think that was the name of the... Yeah, I think that was the seaside city, for want of a better word.
Govskir, yeah.
In my notes, Livia is Witcher City. And I've got another one that just says New Continent Goldskia.
Oh yes, Golfskia. Yeah, I've got that written down.
Golfskia. Okay, yeah, there you go then.
Yeah.
Alright, just checking. Which room is my room?
Help yourself. It's whatever one. Just not this one. This one's locked.
Alright. I'm gonna spend a couple hours doing this. Lock it. For Rose.
Okay. Roll me a sleight of hand. And you don't get to add your proficiency because 13. It vaguely looks like a rose. It could be pretty much any flower, but you know.
Depend on the fact that Rose might not know.
Well, it is tattooed on her neck, so
I don't know about you, but I can't look at my own neck.
mirrors do exist, you know.
I'll pretend that they don't. I mean, I'm only just learning how to engrave on silver because of the book, so. And it only costs you a bag of magic beans.
Oh, never gonna use them, so
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't even remember what they do. So,
I vaguely remember they make you feel really ill.
yeah. I think they made your insides burn.
Is that right, Zilly? I can't remember.
I don't know. I am gonna. If I have any extra time, I'm gonna detect magic on them. Or
Oh,
try to figure out what they actually do.
on the beans. You're gonna use detect magic and not identify.
Yeah, identify whatever
Okay.
it's about, I can't remember.
Identify, you get to
Identify's
know what
better
the
for that purpose.
actual item is, yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be identify then.
This is a bag of beans. Reusing jokes. It's the magic item bag of beans. Oh, that's a lot, but yeah, there you go.
It's all good.
You know what? I'll send a link instead. That might be easier to read than that.
Bag of beans, wondrous item.
Yeah. There was only 4 left as well. I guess I've eaten the rest
Wow.
of them,
4 beans equals a pound in weight.
so. But
Those are
yeah,
the chunky beans.
they're magic beans, which means
Quarter of a pound for each bean.
they're like kidney stones, you know? Magic beans.
I think there's anywhere to set how many there's left, so I'll put it in the name.
Yeah, just put it in like the notes or something. Okay. What does everyone else do?
I think Revis would just kind of attempt to engage Gertrude in some polite conversation. And then maybe head off to bed as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so she kind of talks back for a little while and tells you a bit about the history of the of her bed and breakfast. That it's the longest one in this. It's the oldest one in the city. It's about 120 years old.
Oh, nice.
And it's
Wow.
she and her husband founded it when they were 24.
Wow, so you're like 150 years old.
Oh, certainly getting there. Yes.
It's very long-lived. I'm impressed.
You live a good life. You live a long life.
I don't think my kind live very long lives.
Well, it depends if you live a good life or not. Then.
Well, as my clan say to the day yet to come, we live for the now.
Indeed.
And yeah, I think Revis is gonna head off to sleep.
Okay. Rose and Tormik.
Yeah.
Unmute Tormik.
So yeah, I was just sat there reading my book until I fell asleep, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. Rose goes up to Grievous's room and knocks on the door.
Oh, you can just come
Yeah.
straight in. You don't need to knock on the door.
Especially as that's not the door.
Well, where is the door?
I have no idea. I think it's this.
Yeah, it's at the bottom right of it.
Oh, okay.
Face through the wall.
But you don't mind sharing a room?
No, of course not. Looks like the bed's quite narrow, so you can have that.
No, that's okay. I'm used to sleeping on the floor.
Oh, alright then.
Roll up the rug around you.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the sheets off and put them down on the floor. And the pillows. Apparently with my shadow just sitting in the corner watching.
Okay.
Whatever floats your boat.
It's a shadow, it's an object. It doesn't do anything or think.
I was gonna say so's Rose, but you know.
Hey,
Hey,
Hey, that's-
women aren't objects anymore.
Yeah, they abolished that last week, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
City 17.
How about Zilly? Are you staying on the couch for the evening?
Yeah, Zilly's gonna curl up with that cat to keep warm until she transforms back into halfling form.
Brushes the cat when she turns back. Alright.
Okay.
Long rest.
Yeah, if that's everything everyone wants to do, that's you can put a long rest through. I think this might be a good point to stop the session if everyone's alright with that for this week.
Yeah, sure.
Stand people are probably tired.
Sorry.
No, don't be
it's no
silly.
problem.
Nothing to apologise for. It's a good session.
It was really
Yeah.
good. Thank you, DM. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you very much, DM, and amazing maps as always.
Although they're not mine.
I was gonna say actually because this looks like the most insane amount of work, and I was gonna be like, did you do this?
Nah.
Not in a disrespectful way, because I know I've seen you do some really good maps, but I just thought like this is too much work.
Yeah.
This is way too much work.
Especially as I haven't had all that much time to do maps at the minute.
Yeah, it's hard to find the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Drawing faces around, by the way.
Zilly. I blame Zilly, so I reckon it.
What faces? Where are faces?
There's one on the table here. That's the only one I've seen though.
Oh, okay.
I'm
That's-
not 20, so I can't see him.
That's not me. I did do a very, very tiny face on the cat.
On the cat.
Oh yeah.
Which one?
The one next to Zilly. I did a tiny
Oh yeah.
face on it.
I
Face on its
couldn't.
tummy.
Yeah.
I couldn't even see that while zoomed out.
Oh, screenshot of that, please.
It was very tiny. You'll see it next week.
Aww.
Sorry.
Remember to next week.
I mean, it's right on top of your tokens. Well, it's next to your tokens, so it should be easier to find.
Fair. And I'll actually be alive to see it.
Yeah, no worries. That's my first ever smile.
Yeah. Aww. Cutie, cutie.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for session, but I'm gonna drop out first. Thank you all.
Yeah, good night. Sleep well.
Stay safe, take care, and
See
yeah,
ya.
try and get yourself a good night's sleep.
Sleep well.
Have a good week, you all. See you later.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Oh, I forgot to ask her actually. Do you guys know if we're doing Friday because it's bank holiday?
I assume we are.
Good
Okay.
question.
I mean, I'm very happy to do it. I don't have any plans. I just wanted to double check because obviously it's the Easter bank holiday. And similar question, obviously, with Sunday. Just checking that we are on for Sunday.
Yeah, as long as everyone else is up for it, I'm fine to do it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, sounds perfect to me. All sounds good. So, off to see the wizards, huh?
Off to see the wizards, the wonderful wizard of Goldsgear.
Yeah.
The wonderful wizards of the northeast.
Wizards of Golf Skier.
Goldsgear. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make more and more complex names until they just eventually just turn into gibberish. Even though most of them already are at this point.
It's just gonna be consonants and nothing else.
To be honest, I when I start seeing stuff like that, I'm gonna just assume that you've been like looking around Wales and kind of picked up some of their names.
Yeah, this village is called
Ah, yeah, I've been there. It's quite near Cardiff.
Oh dear.
I want to know more about that woman who was dead, or person who was dead in that tent.
I think we've just brushed over that. Well, apparently there's some kind of serial killer, but I didn't actually even tell any of you that.
Well, hopefully we'll get some more. I think we'll get some more stuff as we head over to see the wizards, I guess. So
It looks like we're going to be ending up either working for or joining this the Watchers, by the looks of this, the way things are going at the minute.
I mean-
haven't seen the last of them.
I suppose the one thing that we don't, because I don't know how much money we've actually got as a group, because I'm very poor. I'm poor now.
I have 5 gold. That is it.
Okay, so we can't be going around buying like explosive supplies or something to take with us to just destroy the Watchers.
mean,
I thought you were gonna say destroy the wizards.
No, everyone seemed to be very keen on. Well, actually, everyone else seemed to be keen on destroying the wizards. So.
I didn't say that was my goal.
I don't think they're going to be I don't think they're going to be a particularly easy pushover to go and destroy the wizards.
I mean, if they don't see you coming, they'll just
Barrage of fireballs!
Dunno. Well, you could use your little gnomish grenade thing and just blow up the tower or something.
If you
I had
get
me.
this
Who's to say it's a tower?
blast of Eldritch Blast on me and I'm gone, I think.
Yeah. We could test that theory. I know Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
So you're gonna cast Eldritch Blast at them, and they're gonna cast Synaptic Static at you.
They'll just cast instant death. And that's it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, power
Power word kill.
Bane or Finger of Death.
Testicular torsion.
Oh, they'll just cast
Fall.
And cast it back.
Oh, do you have the command spell as well?
No, I have a scroll of fall.
Oh yeah, you do. I had completely forgotten about that. That's awesome.
Oh, my pen has stopped working.
Although I do have a fireball scroll and a misty step scroll, so
Fireball scroll should be fun to use. I can imagine that's itching a hole in your pocket.
yeah, it really is bad in a hole. Every time I've had an opportunity to use it, someone's been in the way.
Hey, we were in a beautiful situation. We had like 50 or 60 watchers all standing there, and I was all ready to run in, and it was like, no, we're going to go away now.
I would have used it if we got into combat, but they were all, because they were all spread out, I would need to like try and bring them all in.
Oh, I think I'm going to TP total team kill. TPK.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Don't know. I would like well, yeah, I don't know actually.
I don't know. I feel like they'd be pretty standard.
I think the sheer volume would have made it a very difficult fight, but
Yeah, they do.
I don't know. I mean,
If
with
there been
it,
like 10 or so, 10, 12 of them, I think we might have stood a good chance. But
I've got a few
50 there, weren't there?
AoE. So.
the total I think was 52, if I remember.
Yeah.
However, quite a few of them were in the building, so if we're kind of theory crafting it, Zilly could have cast Spike Growth just on the outside of the building, so anybody trying to run out would have taken a lot of damage, and also it would have been rough, difficult territory. Warren could have fireballed a big old group of them, taking out a load, and then for the rest of us, it's just a question of, well, you guys can kill a couple maybe per turn with your secondary attacks, and Reavers will just be doing one person per attack.
Well, I could just cast Enlarged on Reavers as well, so...
Maybe next level. I'm still pathetically poo at the moment. Next level, I get the extra attack. Then I'll turn online.
You get advantage on your strength checks and saving throws though, and your weapon gains extra damage.
Yes. No. Yeah, it's very, very cool, and I would be very hyped to get it. But at the moment, I can only make one attack per turn. So that's the thing that kind of is a little bit holding me back. But next level.
Need some extra attacks there.
Yes. I mean, I can kind of force some extra attacks out with a special attack, but I don't by standard I don't get 2 attacks. So, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna be better for like big single targets. Lots and lots of little tiny targets, less good. That's where I'm relying on you AoE people.
Yeah.
You say that, I don't have 2, I only have a couple AoE, but they're like actual spell slot ones, so they're limited.
Yeah. But then, I mean, AoE on the spell slot's a good use, and Zilly's, as a druid, she will definitely have some good AoE stuff.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's mostly like my second level stuff. A lot of them seem to be like buffs or like single target damage, from what I can tell. But then I've got my cantrips are pretty like good. Like my the Eldritch Blast, I can do 2. So
Yeah.
if they both hit, I can make 2 targets. So
Nice.
I feel like Ray of Frost is as well. I might be wrong with that one.
Ray of Frost is a single attack. Eldritch Blast is the only one that comes as multiple damage. but Ray of Frost is quite a nice little cantrip actually.
Yeah. It's not very, hasn't got very much range, but it is.
Yeah, the range is a little bit poop, but the damage is okay. The damage type is pretty good, and being able to slow a character down is something. Again, it's kind of that thing of if you can get some good AOE stuff going on.
Toll the Dead as well, which is a whiz check.
Yeah.
There's not too many succeed on that so far.
Yeah, Toll the Dead's a good one. Very high damage.
Especially if they're already damaged.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Alrighty then, chaps and ladies. As always, massive pleasure getting to hang out with each and every one of you. And for those of you who I shall see on Friday, I'll see you on Friday. And for those of you who I'll see on Sunday, I'll see you on Sunday. And Warren, bye.
Yeah, I'll probably see you next week. I might join Sunday, it depends.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, if not,
Yeah,
same time next week is always good.
I'm not working on Sunday, so I might be able to join.
Okay.
It might be like a one-off railway character, but we'll see.
Yeah, you could always come in as like a scout or something.
Someone we have to rescue.
We'll get a nice red uniform for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking red because of the Star Trek.
It's blue in the next generation one, I think, isn't it?
No, I think it's still red in the next gen, isn't
Because I
it?
thought the red was the officers.
No.
Security.
original.
the original one, it was red, yeah, and
I mean, the
then
one with
next
Picard.
generation, yeah, with Picard, it's kind of that sort of reddish kind of color, and then, oh yeah, maybe it is blue. I don't feel like they necessarily did it quite as much in the next generation as they did in
It
the
might even be
original.
yellow, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was yellow because yellow's the security officers, isn't it?
Yes, it is yellow. You're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we'll get you yellow tunic then.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
yellow and red was swapped. So yellow is engineering / security, red is command.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we'll get you a nice yellow tunic then. And when we find a really dark cave with lots of chittering sounds, we'll say, you can go first, it'll be fine.
I can play as a goblin wizard whose only spell is fire. But I can only cast it from myself. So I just run in and explode.
As long as you're running in without being like, jihad, jihad, woo-ha! It's okay.
Aloha snack bar. That'd be a good 5 minutes of session time.
Cool. All right. Well, anyway, guys, take care. See you later, and
Yeah.
have a super day tomorrow, etc., and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Oh.
He's had to laugh at the guy. Are you going to join us, dinner, are you?
Yeah, maybe. See if that comes up. But I'm working Monday instead of Friday now. Sunday, sorry.
What, permanently or just for
No,
that week?
Just for this week at the minute.
Do you remember what times he told you? Because I'm supposed to be in 3 till 7 on Monday.
He said 6 till 9. From 6 till close, pretty much.
Right, so he might tell me something when I'm in tomorrow then.
He said 6 till 9. On Monday. Is he wanting me to close up shop because he's going to cinema? He said. So you might be working up until 6. Oh, he said he'd tell. He said he'd tell me more on Friday when I'm in. So
On my
Yeah.
notes.
I'll ask if you don't see him before then.
I mean, I'm in Thursday anyway, so I'm in
I don't know,
tomorrow.
is he taking notes? Can't bother.
Oh, this isn't the session.
Yeah,
Why is
I
it-
need to be getting better at taking notes because I forget to.
I take important notes, but they're short.
Oh yeah, so am I.
Shorthand notes. So